Okay, IB, before you turn in your final draft of your Kite Runner essay, I want to make sure that you have everything ready to go before you turn in your final draft. Also, you can submit a draft to me before it's due if you want me to look at it and give you some feedback. You just need to share it with me. Don't submit it to Schoology. Share it with me first, and then I can just give comments and whatever, and then just share it back to you. You should probably have a paper copy of your essay in front of you, and you should also have some highlighters, maybe some writing utensils to take some notes on your paper copy. I'm just going to go through the scoring guide and just kind of as a checklist to make sure you have everything that you need to have for this assignment. All right, so let's see. Thesis. You should have your first sentence, your only sentence for your intro should be your thesis, and you should have included the title of the novel and the author's first and last name. And you have all of that spelled correctly, and you have the title of the novel in italics, right? And you have The Kite Runner in italics, capitalized, and you have the author's name spelled correctly because you have the book. So spell the names correctly, right? Right. You have set up the quotation, right? So you didn't begin your paragraphs with a quotation because you don't do that. You have taken our knowledge of the literary analysis chart, you've applied it to this essay, and now for each paragraph, you set up the quotation, you have the literary analysis, and you have the author's purpose beyond the novel. Again, as I said in the video talking about the essay, your author's purpose beyond the novel, you could save all of that. If you feel like it's repetitive, you could just have one paragraph at the very end with the author's purpose beyond the novel so that you don't keep repeating yourself. Look at your paragraphs right now and highlight your quotations. Highlight all your quotations. Once you do that, and you have the ability to pause this video. So once you've done that, is there a lot of highlighting? Like, is there more highlighting than original thought? That means you have too much. You have too much of a quotation and not enough original thought, and that's not okay. Okay, you need to make sure that a majority of your paper is original thought, not Hosseini's words. Your words, not his words. Okay? So you need to fix that. Some of you in your literary analysis charts just had like sentence after sentence, and you really just need one or two. And I typed that on your document, so I hope that you read those. Now, after you have your quotation, I want you to highlight your literary element. What element are you talking about? Simile, metaphor, personification, foreshadowing, foils. Is it a theme? If it's a theme, what's the theme? What is it? You can't just say theme. It's got to be, what is that theme? Are you analyzing tone? Are you analyzing mood? What tone? What mood? You just have to make sure that you have a literary element there, okay? So your thesis could be, Hosseini writes about the theme of guilt to develop the character of Amir, okay? And then you find these quotations that show guilt in a mirror. Okay, well, that takes care of your thesis. But each of these quotations have something in them, a simile, a metaphor, a tone, foreshadowing, something. That's what you're analyzing. Here are your quotations that show your point, your topic, but what's in them now that you're going to analyze, okay? So make sure that you have, you're doing literary analysis. And then you're beyond the novel if that's something you're doing at the end of your paragraph. Your literary analysis needs to be correct and explained. So if it's ironic, then yes, okay, but explain how it's ironic. You can't, you're like, and this is ironic. Okay, is it? Explain that, explain how it's ironic. If it's a metaphor, why that metaphor? Of all the metaphors in the world, why this metaphor? Okay. When you get to beyond the novel, make sure that it is beyond the novel, right? It goes beyond. It's not about the novel, it's beyond it. Do you have paragraphs? You better, okay? You need to have multiple paragraphs. If it's just one ginormous paragraph from beginning to end, no. Write yourself a note right now that says, why do you not have multiple paragraphs? Then spelling, capitalization, punctuation. This is where I can get objective, right? English is so subjective, but here's the objective part. You have one error, wonderful. You get all the points. Now I'm going to start counting them. 2 to 5, bam, 3. Citations, you've got to make sure you have Hosseini in quotation. You have your quotation, right? Here, let's do an example. So when you are typing something, I found a way for you to be good again. Okay, so I don't know if that's on page 55. So notice that it's the last name and the page number. Notice that the period goes here. It does not go here. There is not a comma here. There's not a comma here. It's just the last name. It doesn't say P. It doesn't say page. It doesn't say PG. This is how you cite your source. Okay. Let's see. Where else? You can't have you unless it's in quoted material. You can't have I. Do not narrate your paper. In this essay, I'm going to. No, just do it. Just do it. Don't tell me what you're going to do. Just do it. Your MLA format. So in, I did a whole video about MLA format for you. It's in the YouTube channel. If you scroll down, MLA format. So you need to watch that to help you set up your paper in MLA format. It also goes over your works cited, how to set that up. Word count, make sure at the end of your essay you type your word count. So you've typed the whole thing, it's wonderful. Then you do word count, 657 words. Okay. All right, did you upload it to WordSift to see if you said Hosseini more than you said anybody else's name? So let me like, don't just say, like, you can say the author, you can say he, you know, you don't have to say Hosseini, 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 Hosseini. Like, you can use, you know, pronouns and whatnot. The point is that you're giving him credit. You're not giving the characters credit because they don't exist without him. He's in charge of all of them. Okay, I'm gonna copy this. Remember, no late. I need to copy that from my other class. Okay, so send it to me if you have questions and you want me to look at it, all that good stuff. I hope you're doing well, and I think that's it.